Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, just about ready to start this event. I said it was a very unique format, and it is. We have 10 teams here that some of them have competed to get here through Redfish events, and 4 of them are hybrid teams. They've got Bassmaster Elite Series pros paired with Redfish pros, so it's going to be a fun way in here this afternoon. We've got several former champions in our top 10. We have our inaugural champion. We have, of course, our defending champions in our top 10. But we're ready to start this way in here. Are you get ready, Hank? Apalachicola, what a great host. I mean, it's only day one, but already they've done a great job, right, Hank?
Oh, no doubt. I mean, I don't know. I think we can probably officially say Bassmaster's never been to Apalachicola before, but this is fantastic. The fine folks here at, Scipio Creek Marina and Franklin County just have rolled out the red carpet, and happy to be here and happy to showcase what this place is from a red fishing side of things.
All right, well, you guys have a very important job, and that's to make lots of noise for our anglers as we weigh them in. Are you guys ready to get this started? Apalachicola, I spent the last 2 months learning how to say your name. You got to do better than that. Are you guys ready? Let's get ready to weigh up our very first angler, Mark Robinson and Mike Finette. Their first time competing in this event. Going to have a look at a couple of their fish. They're going to hold them high. Get your cameras ready, ladies and gentlemen. I said our very first angler. It's our very first team. It's going to take me a little while to get used to that. Probably about 9 teams into the way and I'll get it right. But there are a couple of beautiful redfish. And today, 2 fish. It's a 2-fish limit, and they weighed in 10 pounds, 2 ounces, which right now puts you in first place. But we have 9 other teams that have got a thing or two to say about that. But with 10-2, you got to feel like that's kind of right on the mark. Keep catching them like that, and you might leave here with a very big payday.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I think we're about a pound or 2 off of what our target goal was, but we're here, we're doing it, and he lost a good fish, so I think that's where we're at now.
What kind of partner brings that up in front of everyone here? That's not very nice.
So my question to you, but don't worry about Mark. He's got nothing but stories, and he wants to stir the pot everywhere he goes. But were you as upset about Piggly Wiggly not being open this morning for a fresh biscuit as I was? Because I was right on your trail, and I saw you get back in your truck with an attitude, and I thought, we in trouble.
I was very upset at Piggly Wiggly. We've talked to them. I think they're going to be open tomorrow.
Good deal. No, look, it was one of those days where we did put a couple fish together in practice. We kind of left them alone. We didn't catch very many of them. And this morning we went right to our 8 spot, and truthfully, it was the tide difference. That tide didn't start falling until 9:45 this morning, and we were fishing when we got there and found those fish a very, already started falling tide. So we got there this morning. There were some things going on. The bait were in the right spots. We caught a big oversized fish pretty quick and lost 2 other bites, but 3 hours later we looked at each other and we knew the clock's ticking. It's time to get out of here. We got some other stuff to look at.
It's awesome to have you guys here competing, and after that slam, I found out why your partner was a jerk to you, and I don't have any problem with it at all. Our next team, a former champion, in fact, the inaugural champion of this event from Florida. Get loud for Ryan Rickard and Patrick Marsnick. Two fish here today, but look at the size of Patrick. It better be a big one. When Ryan won this inaugural event, he won it with Chris Saldane, which is yay tall, and you better catch bigger fish this time around to stand out. And they have done that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at those beautiful red fish. Today, what a day they had on day number 1. They told me it took a while to get it done, but they got it done with 11 pounds, 4 ounces. They're your brand new leaders. And dude, there was something about this event. I mean, you won it the first time you fished it. Second time came close to winning it, but I think you led it after day number 1, and looks like you're going to be pretty close to that again here. This event sets up good for you.
I don't know if we'll be leading it with that weight, but listen, we had a target weight today of 10 pounds. We haven't caught a fish over 4 pounds in our practice since we've been here. And we had a target weight today of 10 pounds just to kind of keep us in the hunt. I'm sure these guys caught them, but we will take where we're sitting at right now very, very gleefully because it was a grind for us today. We really didn't have great fish until kind of towards the end of the day. Our tide did not start moving until super late for us, and we just had a grindy day. We had one fish on that would have really helped us, but you know what? I've said to Pat, for as long as he and I fish together, it's all about timing. And had we landed the fish that got off, he could have been over for all we know. He looked right, but he could have been over, and we wouldn't have caught the 2 fish that we have here if that would have maybe happened. So we're thankful for what we have.
Well, it worked out pretty good. Whatever way this all shakes out, I got to imagine you guys are in the hunt going into day 2.
Yes, sir. Dave, I'll be honest with you, buddy. We were not on them this morning, dude. It was stagnant. It was just not right. So we decided to make a run to an area that we seen during practice, but the tire wasn't right, but it looked right to us. So we went back and we put together a decent little bag, man. So, and we actually kind of expanded off of that, and there was some other fish showing up. So, 3-day tournament.
Great job. 1 day down, 2 more to go. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. A great start. The next team is very cool. He was part of Bass Live last year. We were pretty excited to see him cheering on his dad. Well, he said, I'm going to fish in that event this year, and I'd like to bring up our next team, Carter Myers and James Drysdale. 16-year-old Carter Myers qualified for this with your dad, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, he couldn't fish this with you because he's the defending champion, and we're happy to have this team here. Let's hold those fish up here. Carter Myers told me he can catch him last year, and I doubted him, but I was wrong. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Day number 1, 2 fish for 8 pounds, 6 ounces. And obviously, Carter, you qualified for this event fishing with your dad, but how badly would you like to beat your dad here this week?
I would love to beat him, but he's got some weight, but we got some work we got to do the next 2 days. Broke a big one off this morning, got me in some cane. I'm sure it's playing all over live, but we got some work to do, make up some ground, and hopefully we can capitalize on what we did today and see what happens. We'll see.
I think you're doing pretty good for a 16-year-old kid. James, tell me about your day.
I had the same day Carter had. We had a fun day. We caught a lot of fish. We had one that would have made a pretty big difference for us, but it is what it is. We're not out of it, I don't think. It's a 3-day tournament, so we just got to keep catching and hopefully come in with a little bit better weight these next 2 days.
Go get them. It's awesome to have you guys part of our top 10 here. Only the top 10 qualify to be part of this event. Next up, we got Kevin Aiken and Clark Jordan Jr. Two fish here today. 2 fish limit, obviously. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of redfish. Proving they come in all sorts of different sizes here in beautiful Apalachicola. I'm sorry. It's what I get paid to do. 6 pounds, 4 ounces. And I'm not laughing at you because,
we're laughing at you.
But I mean, you can get it done tomorrow. Things can change, right?
Yeah, if that fish come swim and find us, we're probably in pretty good shape. We don't have any excuses today. We didn't lose any big fish. We just never got close to them. Caught the same number of fish today that we've been catching most of the week. Just this is our worst weight, and we never really figured out anything today. So tomorrow's a different day. We definitely would take more, but hey, came to Florida, catch 2 reds. Smallest ones I've seen in a while, but it's not a bad day.
Hey, it's not bad when you qualify to be part of this event, and we love having you guys as part of this event. This fishery, though, is, I mean, if people are looking for a place to go fishing, you catch an incredible number of fish here, it seems.
Oh, yeah. It is a beautiful place. And, hey, I caught my first bass at Bassmasters today on TV. So that was an accomplishment I never thought I'd get to do. But, the fishing's great here. We caught a bunch of fish today. It's just they were a little the wrong size, and you know how that goes. We're blind fishing. We haven't had any luck sight fishing. We've seen a couple, but by the time we see them, we're a little too close. So tomorrow we're just going to make the same amount of casts and hope for a little better results.
All right, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. We'll see you back here tomorrow. It's an accomplishment to qualify to be here. And next up, we have one of our hybrid teams from the Bassmaster Elite Series, the Baby Shark, Shane LeCue, fishing with a redfish angler from Florida. He's a 2-time qualifier for this very event, Michael Goodwine. Hello. Come on. I mean, well, it says your name's Mike. Okay, Mike.
It's Michael when I'm in trouble.
Well, let's see your weight, and we'll find out if you're Michael or Mike today. I just read the machine. Sorry, Mike. 8 pounds, 9 ounces today. So I guess it's Mikey. Eight, 9, not a bad day today. How you feeling about it? Where are you grading that at?
I just wanted to come in the top 10 today, so that's it. And I repeated the one goal. I wanted to be the first place in the black guys, so that's it.
Definitely leading that division by the looks of things, Mike.
But yeah, it was. We caught a bunch of fish yesterday, and I told him, bro, I think we used up our luck yesterday, and went back the other day and grind and got what we could get. So, but we ready for tomorrow. We ain't out of it yet. So,
all right. It's fun fishing with Mike.
Oh, it's been an absolute blast. We had such a good time on, I guess it was Tuesday. That was probably one of the best saltwater fishing days I've ever had. I don't know how many we caught, and we left them, and we're like, oh, we're going to catch them again. And I think it was a different tide, like somebody else said. You know, it was a really low tide early in the morning where we were at on Tuesday, and today it was super high. I mean, I think a lot of the fish were way back in the grass and tough to catch. So, but I had an absolute blast. I'm having a blast doing this. You know, I think all the bass guys are like, man, in the fall, I just want to come do this instead of bass fishing, and I'm in the same boat. So, but I've had an absolute blast with Mike. He's a great guy, fantastic angler, and it's been a blast so far.
Just don't call him Michael. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Next up, another team that's been here in the past. Let me hear it for Gary Moreno and Tony Viator. They qualified for this event enough times that I actually said Tony's name right. 2 fish here today. They're going to hold them up for you, ladies and gentlemen. All of these anglers allowed a 2 fish limit, and our current leader, the inaugural champion of this event, 11 pounds, 4 ounces. Let's hear it for them. Today, 2 fish for 7 pounds, 14 ounces. That puts them in 5th place currently. How's that according to your day one plan?
Well, our day one plan was not to zero, which we did that last year.
Yeah, you didn't do that. You did much better than that.
Yeah, so we pretty much put that in the dust in about the first 15 minutes. And from that point on, we caught fish all day long. We just did not catch the right fish. Lots of 2.5, 3 pound fish, and we just didn't get the right bite. There was 3 other teams in the same area fishing the same fish. Some of them may have gotten the good bite. We just didn't get the good bite.
Well, another shot at him again tomorrow, and I'm saying his name right. So, I mean, your guys are catching him on day one. This tournament is so much better than the last time.
Yes, obviously. We actually caught fish. We caught a lot of fish, and it was great. And I think I'm going to take the blame for this because we went to our A spot, and we caught 2 fish within the first 10 minutes of being there. And I told Tony, I said, look, let's not beat up on our fish. Let's stick to our game plan. Fish here. We've got another spot we're going to go try to upgrade. We've caught some bigger fish there. Our B spot had just as many fish and probably a little bit heavier, but there weren't as many as our A spot. So we didn't go to our B spot. And probably a bad impulse on my side where we could have gone and probably added another 2 or 3 pounds pretty easily. But, you know, it is what it is. We were looking for quality, not quantity.
Well, you got another 2 days to fish out there, so that might come into play by the end of it. Watch yourself there. You good? Thank you. All right. We'll see you later. Don't want this good day to be ended with a broken ankle. Next up, we've from the Bassmaster Elite Series, recently qualified for his first Bassmaster Classic, Justin Atkins, fishing with Krista Miller. 2 fish for this team, one of our hybrid teams. Gonna dig deep in that Crush City weighing bag and hold them up for you, ladies and gentlemen. I know Krista's got a lot of fans local to this part of the world. Yeah, I told you she did. See, 3 people whistled. That was awesome. 8 pounds, 6 ounces today. Let's hear it for them. Atkins and Miller. 8 pounds, 6 ounces. So, sitting in 4th place right now. Krista, how does that feel? How you feeling about day number 1?
Well, we started out a little slow and you know, our timing was off just by a little bit. I think we would have had some bigger, you know, weight bringing in, but it's day 1, so I think we'll make up for it.
Definitely still in the mix. And Justin, you ready to quit bass fishing and start doing this?
Nah. Nah, it's fun, but like I hooked a Jack Crevalle out there, and she's like, "Oh, those are fun to catch," and I was like, "Forget this thing." It took me like 10 minutes to get it in.
Exhausting.
It was exhausting. I'm ready to go lay flat after catching that thing. So no, it's a lot of fun. It's fun when you can sight fish them. They like to get up there shallow and move around, and it has a lot of similarities to bass fishing. Your trailer gets rusty and, you know, things like that. I don't have to worry. I don't ever wash my boat, and I'd have to wash it all the time down here. So, no, we'll probably stick to bass fishing, but I like coming down here and doing this at least one time a year for sure.
Well, and I watched you hold that Jack Crevalle, and you held it just like somebody who had never held a Jack Crevalle before.
Yeah, I finally just asked her. I was like, "Can I just lip this thing? Does this one have teeth too?" I don't know. I'll just grab a hold of it. So it's a lot of fun. Tomorrow we'll be adventurous. We'll see what we can catch.
Go get it done. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Always great to have you here, Krista. Another hybrid team. 2-time Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, Brandon Polnick, fishing with Chris Cincy. Chris Cincy's qualified to be here a few times before. Look out for this team. I don't know why. When the boats left the dock this morning, I had a fancy feeling about you two. I could be totally wrong. We'll find out here in a second. 2 fish. They're both quite cute. Not a good adjective in fishing. Not bad, though. They had a pretty good day. Whoa. Almost caught it twice. Would have got double points, but didn't. Don't worry, we have a special padded floor. The fish actually goes back in the water better. 9 pounds, 6 ounces here today, so a pretty decent day. Sitting in 3rd place. So maybe the funny feeling I had, I felt this morning, I said, this team, this is your 2nd time here. Chris has been here before. I thought that this team could maybe get it done this time around. How are you feeling?
You sure that funny feeling wasn't your breakfast?
It might have been.
Okay. We caught so many fish. I don't know, 40, 50 fish. We got in a couple places where it was every single cast, but they were all 12 inches to 18 inches long. And then every once in a while, you'd catch that bigger fish. It didn't look like we had 9.6 because we let our bigger ones go. They were choked down there. They were bleeding pretty bad, so we wanted to keep them alive, let those ones go, kept a couple smaller ones, but had an absolute blast catching a bunch of fish.
Great tournament so far. 9.6 going to keep you in contention?
I think so. Our goal was 10 pounds, but we started off strong, and we caught the big one. We're all like, yeah, it's going as planned, and then caught another one. We looked at each other, and he goes, "You want to put it in live well?" I'm like, "Nah, we're going to catch better." And then we never caught. Actually, he caught one that was a half ounce bigger later in the day, but it rounds up or down to the – it would have been the same, 3 pounds, 8 ounces. So, and then I had trolling motor issues. I'm lucky I brought a spare. So spare went on, and on we went, and we commenced whacking them. But it was, like you said, 18 inches or 12 inches to 3-pounders. We had a good day. We just couldn't believe we couldn't get another 5-pounder. But I think we have we're in there still, you know. Tomorrow's another day. The tide played a huge role. It had been moving out the whole time we've been here. With that fast-moving tide, I guess it fired the fish off. And now it just it didn't – it was like it started off really good, and the tide just stopped, and then it was dead for a little while. And then it was just very slow. Like everybody was saying, the tide just moved really slow out, and the bite was really slow until it started rushing out, and then we started catching more fish.
Well, it's better to catch them on FS1. That's what we'll be on tomorrow. So you're saving your big bite till tomorrow. A great day so far. Another one of our hybrid teams won an Elite Series event in his rookie season this past year from Tennessee. John Garrett fishing with Chad Manning. 2 fish here today. Obviously, if you fished in this part of the world, you know that 2 fish is, limits just happen here. There's just a lot of fish these anglers are going through. If you watched the action on Bassmaster.com, you saw it. And if you didn't today, make sure to tune in tomorrow on FS1. Yamaha Bassmaster Redfish Cup Championship presented by Skeeter Boats. And today, 8 pounds, 5 ounces. Before I talk to these guys, I'd like everyone here. This event, there's a lot of events you see that are sponsored by companies. This event isn't just sponsored by a company. This event was literally brought back and created by a company, and that is Yamaha and Skeeter Boats. Let's hear it for them, ladies and gentlemen. Chad, talk to me. How was your day?
It was good. We caught a lot of fish, obviously not the right ones. We did exactly what we thought we could do. We knew that we could go catch right around 8 pounds. And we were looking to catch that one, just that dinger, and so when we were pre-fishing, we found an area where we found some fish that were a little bit bigger, and we made a long run, and it did not pay off. So it is what it is. So tomorrow we're just gonna we're gonna change our game plan up a little bit and just stay in the fish and just keep grinding through them and hopefully get lucky and make up some ground tomorrow.
I got to be honest, I had no idea what you said. I was distracted because Brandon Polnick's throwing his daughter 4 feet in the air over there. It's quite distracting, but I'm sure what you said was very good. John, how does this compare to the Elite Series?
It's awesome. I love it. Red fishing, I think Justin said, is very similar to what we do bass fishing. They pull a lot harder, which is nice. The bites are more intense. But yeah, we had an awesome day. We caught a lot of fish. It was really fun. Tomorrow, like Chad said, we're going to do stuff a little different. I think we're going to spend more time fishing instead of running around. Hopefully bump that weight up the next 2 days and see where we end up.
Always awesome to have you here. I was listening. That was just for the crowd. It was to make them laugh. We only have one team left, and that is our defending champions from last year. I need you to get very loud, ladies and gentlemen. Fred Myers and Cody Chivis. They won this event last year. And they're trying to defend their title. We've had 4 different champions win this. Hold up a fish. Let's have a look at those fish. We have yet to get a repeat champion. Sean Rickard got very close in year 1 and 2. Can these guys pull it off? 2 fish here today. 11 pounds even, ladies and gentlemen. So they are sitting in second place, our defending champions. 4 ounces off the overall lead, which is being held by our inaugural champion. That's what you want, right? Nobody remembers who's leading on day number 1. You're just sitting in the perfect spot, no pressure. Just go defend that title the next 2 days.
Yeah, that matters what happens on the 3rd day. That's all that counts. We caught a lot of fish. Our goal weight was 12 pounds, and we're a little bit shy of that, so I'm a little bit disappointed. But we caught plenty of fish. I think we got a pretty good game plan. I think it was tough for everybody. The fishing is just a little bit tough from the high water and the storms everywhere around here, not just in specific areas. But we caught plenty of fish to get us through, I think, and we're going to try our best to continue that weight and maybe a little more. So we're looking forward to it.
Cody, 2 more days to go, but how much would it mean to you? There's a bald America. Look at that right there. A bald eagle flying right over us. Nobody online has any idea what we're looking at, but it is majestic.
That's America right there. We had a phenomenal day. We caught everything that swims. I've been back home doing hurricane cleanup for 3 weeks, so we didn't have a great day till late, and the 2 fish we caught at the end was just a bonus for me. I want to win as bad as anyone, but this place is awesome, and it's going to be anyone's game. It's tight. We got 2 guys at 11, but you know what's going to happen tomorrow at the end of this thing. There's going to be someone that no one was looking at that comes out of nowhere. So it's going to be a dogfight, and we're in the spot that we want to be right here. So Ryan and Pat, they're the lead dogs. They've been the lead dogs in the red fishing world all year. So I'm not shocked by that one bit.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing. They are the lead dogs. They've had a phenomenal season. Inaugural champion, obviously, but there was not a bald eagle soaring over them majestically when they weighed in. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, hopefully that's a little foreshadowing. We'll keep it rolling.
right. Go get it done. You're defending champions. A great day today. 11 pounds even. That's got him in second place. But as they were saying, Ryan Rickard and Pat Marsnick are your tournament leaders. 11 pounds, 4 ounces. Right behind him, Fred Myers and Cody Shivas. Mark Robinson and Mike Fournette, our first team to weigh in, are in third place. Brandon Polnick, Chris Cincy in fourth. Shane LaHue and Mike Goodwine are in fifth. Justin Atkins and Krista Miller are in a two-way tie for sixth with Carter Myers and James Drysdale. John Garrett and Chad Manning in eighth. In ninth, Gary Moreno and Tony Viator. And in 10th place, Kevin Atkins and Clark Jordan Jr. These 10 anglers all qualified to be part of this. It's a very special event. We thank you guys for being here in day number 1. Let's hear it for our top 10, ladies and gentlemen. Weigh-in show is over, but you're welcome to join me in the half-shell dockside where I'll buy anybody a glass of water that wants one.